here at Widmer Brothers Brewing Company. I'm about to go in and see if Kurt and Rob Widmer have a second to chat with us, tell us a little bit about the history. Widmer Brothers is one of the oldest breweries in the city of Portland.
Northwesterners, Oregonians, Portlanders are sort of somewhat adventurous by nature and willing to try new things. And they don't have to see it on TV first, but I've been in markets where you walk into a restaurant or a tavern and you offer someone a free sample and they say no, not interested. And from day one in Portland it was like, would you like to sample my beer? And it was, you bet.
Tanker truck outside blowing in through these pipes here. You've got them blowing in some malts into the silo. You can kind of hear that in the background, that kind of wishing noise. But all the silos have augers that take the grain upstairs to the mill. We'll go take a look at the mill room. That the brewers will just dump into the hopper there, into the mill, get it crushed, it then drops down into the mash tun. Oh, that's good. So this is the mash tun. You got your grain coming down through this chute here, warm water about 150 degrees Fahrenheit coming in through this hydration arm. You got a big propeller in the bottom of the mash tun here, and that's what's making it spin around like that. When the warm water about 150 degrees Fahrenheit hits the grain, it reactivates the naturally occurring enzyme. And so that's what's happening in the mash tun. You're taking those all those starches and you're turning them into either fermentable sugars that the yeast is going to ferment and turn into alcohol, or non-fermentable sugars, which you're going to notice as the body and mouthfeel of the beer. Now you can see this is the previous batch. They usually brew between 4 and 6 batches a day here at Widmer Brothers. This is the next step in the process here. You take your grain and you spread it out on this lauter tun. It's got filter plates down below to separate out the liquid from the grain. So you're going to pull off the liquid, which is known as wort at this stage, leaving behind the grain. So you can see the kettle right here. This is the brew kettle. This is where all the action really happens. So this is where you're going to boil the wort. At this stage, you're going to add the hops. You're also going to be sterilizing the wort. So we'll take a walk into the hop cooler here. So you can see all the hops here at Widmer are packed nicely into these small boxes. They use pelletized hops. And Willamettes are an aroma variety, which are prized for the flavor and aroma. There are 2 main types of hops. There are aroma varieties and there are bittering varieties. Bittering varieties are prized for the alpha acids, which give you the bitterness in the beer, which gives you a preservative quality. The aroma varieties are actually prized for their flavor and aroma compounds, which come from the essential oils in the hops. And I'll crush these Willamettes up here. And they've got a really nice perfumey, almost like a marigold, kind of a floral aroma to them. Willamettes are one of the most commonly grown hops here in Oregon. They're a really highly prized aroma variety. So we're going to head all the way up the stairs. Aha, we're in luck. Mind your head here. So here we are on the, I guess this is the bridge of the ship in nautical terms. You can look down here and you can see our producer Josh and fellow cameraman for a little bit of scale. Hey Josh, why don't you come over here and stand just below the vessel so we can really see how high up we are. And you can see right here these little brackets. That's actually where they dropped them in with a crane. So those don't really serve any brewing purpose. That was just so you can move these tanks around because they're so large. And then they take off the roof, crane them in, and drop them into place. So remember my way around here, it's kind of like a maze. So these are the tanks we were up on the catwalk. We'll go over to the same one we were standing on top of. So this is the same tank. We were standing on top of this vessel, about 4 stories above where we're standing right now. So pretty impressive, the scale of it. All the way up there. That's pretty massive.
Putting beer into kegs and cleaning kegs is often a very cumbersome, labor-intensive task at a brewery. In 2008, Widmer Brothers installed a new racking line which cleans and fills kegs, with 2 robots, nicknamed Hans and Franz, to do all the heavy lifting and stacking of kegs. They then restack the filled kegs to save workers' backs. The kegs are purged, cleaned with caustic, rinsed, sanitized, purged with CO2, and then filled with beer. Widmer's bottling line, built by Krones in Germany, fills over 500 bottles per minute, getting less than 50 parts per billion of oxygen in the bottles consistently. Oxygen will cause beer to go stale and taste like wet cardboard, so having a high-quality bottle filler is essential to ensure long-lasting, flavorful beer.